backstroke, Missy Franklin holds down the top spots in both the United States and the world with that 2:04.06. We'll get to see the reigning world champion in this event from down under in Australia, Emily Seebohm. Highlighting this field, winning gold in Kazan in Russia last year in both of those events. Silver medalist in London in the 100 back. A couple of Olympic relay golds to her credit. Certainly at age 24, seeming like she's finding another gear as an individual swimmer. You look at the full field here, Janet Hugh, Stanford swimming, in lane number 4. And the Canadian Hillary Caldwell there as well, with some other Americans littered among the rundown. As you look at Caldwell, bronze in this event at the 2013 Worlds, representing Team Canada.
When you think about Seebohm, what she has done for Australian swimming just the last couple of years, 5 of the swimmers in the top 10 in the world this year, Jason, are all from Australia. Unbelievable, including the top 2. Belinda Hawking's actually been faster than Seebohm. I want to keep an eye a little bit on Janet Hugh. Jason, up there in lane number 4, we were talking to her coach, Greg Meehan, earlier, and he said that she wants to really put out a great time in the 100 backstroke. So most likely she'll be the rabbit going out, and she'll actually touch at the 100, won't even do a flip turn. She'll finish the 200, but she's really going to work on her speed there, and you could see her taking that early lead out very fast. It's a little misleading because Seebohm will certainly put together 2 back-to-back 100s.
Already set a personal best this morning. The rising junior has an exam coming up at Stanford tomorrow, so busy times here as you wind down the stretch of down of the season, get ready for trials, and finish up your college requirements as well.
I thought it was great sportsmanship from Coach Meehan, who's done just a spectacular job at Stanford over the last couple of years. Just missed winning the NCAA championship. To go over there and tell the Australian coaches and say, hey, listen, this is what she's doing. She touches right there, 101.1. Time for her. Now she'll float on her back and say goodbye to Emily Seebohm and the rest of the field.
Seebohm and Caldwell right now seize control of the lead. It's Seebohm just slightly ahead of the Canadian alongside in lane number 6.
Gold medalist in the Tour of Backstroke in 2015.
Seebohm was sick, as we mentioned earlier in the meet, right before her Olympic trials. And even though she was clearly going to make the team in the 100, didn't make it by much in the 200.
Caldwell
Wilson went 2:07.1. Seebohm went 2:06.5, so about a half-second advantage there. And let's see if Seebohm can come back on Caldwell, who has done such a good job before in her career.
Caldwell expended so much effort to seize the lead there that Seebohm has set a blistering pace here in this final stretch and powering towards the reigning world champ. Going to grab the title here too in Santa Clara. Caldwell there in second. Third going to the 16-year-old Minna Atherton, another Australian there on the podium.
She's done this before, Jason. She did this last summer where Missy Franklin actually had the lead at the 150. Everybody thought Missy was going to be able to come in there and win the gold, and then Seebohm went by her the last 50 the same way and beat Missy by about a half a second, and she did the same thing here, but this time she won by almost a full second, actually over a second, almost a second and a half. Seebohm there on the left, Caldwell on the right, going stroke for stroke, great reach behind each one of them. Caldwell put together a good swim too, 2:09 plus for her. That's not a bad swim. Here's the last turn though, and Caldwell actually has the lead right there. But watch this last 50. She really starts to increase that turnover. And see the difference there? That's a body length win just in the last 50 alone. Great swim for Emily Seebohm.
And Emily joins us. Congratulations. Finishing strong. What's that like to kind of hold a little in reserve there for that final stretch?
For me, it just makes the race a lot easier than what it has to be. And 200's never fun, and I don't enjoy them. So for me, it's finding my own enjoyment inside that race.
Is there a certain strategy that you try to work on between now and Rio to change that?
I think for me that's what works, and that's
Right.
what makes the race so good for me. And I mean, it worked at Worlds last year. I mean, I just think people are starting to challenge me a lot more in that first 150, and I guess I'm just going to have to start going with them and using what I can in that last 50.
I was talking about how strong Australia was in the backstrokes, especially here. 5 of the top 10 in the world from Australia. Pretty special there.
Yeah, it makes it very interesting at our trials. Not as easy as what I'd like, but I think when you have so many people pushing you, it makes you work a lot harder.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It certainly shows in the results. Emily Seebohm able to take the win. Caldwell second. The teenager Atherton there in third. The Americans Bilquist and Pelt.